Hi everyone, it's Karen here and welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to create another journal. This is an art journal using one of the pages that I created a few days ago with marbling from Marabu. This is easy marbling from Marabu. It looks like this, these little containers, and it's easy to create this type of effect. And I did a journal, an art journal, a few days ago, a double spread, and I did something else with it, and it was really cool to show you how to use it, because you can use the marbling agent for anything. I've used it for example, doing glass. Like you see, I used it on the glass. I used it on Yapo paper. You can use it basically on anything, but I love using it on paper, especially because I love doing art journaling. So today I'm going to do another art journal page, and I'm going to link both the marbling video on how to do this and also the other art journal page that I did with the marbling. I'm going to link those right here. You can see them above, or at the end of the video you'll have links to both those videos and you can just follow and press on them. So just watch till the end and then you can press on those videos as well. So we'll show you how to do this. I'm going to continue from here on and using just this paper because I don't want to waste on telling you again. For those of you who have already watched my marbling video, I don't want to go and waste time showing you again, but you can go ahead and watch the other one. It's a really fast video and it's really fun to watch. So let's get started. So these create amazing backgrounds. So a few days ago I created another art journal, and I'll show you what I did with it. And it's similar marbling. So you see, this is the what I did, and the marbling is here in the center, and I covered everything else. Here I'm going to do something a little bit different. This kind of reminds me of the ocean waves and things like that. And I have a really fun stencil from the Crafters Workshop. It's a little turtle. It's designed by Carmen Medlin, and this is called Mini Sea Turtles. So I thought, you know what, some kind of sea creature. It could have been it could be like a seahorse or like a fish, but I had the turtle, so the turtle was what I was going to use. And I'm going to it basically fits perfectly this way, and the turtle will be swimming in this ocean kind of thing. So to do this, I'm going to grab some black impasto paint. You could use black gesso, you could use any black color or any color you want. And I'm going to grab a little sponge, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to dab this to the background. And you have to make sure that your sponge is dry. I just attempted doing this and the sponge was too wet, and then everything ran underneath. You want to make sure that your sponge is really dry. So I'm just dabbing the black onto the turtle, and I'm being careful because you don't want to put too much ink or too much paint, I meant to say, because what happens is that if you do that, it's going to run underneath. Now usually for things like marbling, it's really nice to use masks, to use things that can mask out certain areas and leave other ones there. But I'm using an actual stencil, which is a little bit different. I already did use a mask when I did the other journal, so that's why I figured I could just use a stencil for this one, and we'll see how it comes out. I'm always testing things. I do want to get that little turtle as well. I may make a little brother or sister for this turtle and make another one on the other side. Maybe a few of them, since I have this space. So let's see. Ooh, that's so nice. That turtle did not come out how I wanted it. So if that happens, you can remove it. I am going to remove while it's still wet. And if it doesn't work, oh well, but I'm gonna try to remove it and do it again. Okay, want to clean the back of the stencil a little bit, and then you can just go ahead and place it again. Let's see, maybe I'll dry this up first and then do it. Okay, I'm going to attempt to do the turtle again. I'm going to place it kind of in the same spot and be very careful with it, just to put very little ink and paint. Oops, it's moving. Sometimes it's a good idea, you can go ahead and glue the stencil with some tape, that way you don't screw up. But there you go, there's the one turtle, and I'm gonna make another turtle over here. Let's see, maybe over here, another turtle swimming. Yeah, that's good. I just think it needs one more turtle. Maybe one turtle is faster than the brothers. Maybe the girl is faster. There we go. And there's the third turtle. Oh, that's really cute. Okay, I like that. So now is to think of how to do the rest of the layout. So let me clean this up and I will let this dry. So in order to have the turtle stand out a little bit more, I'm going to add a little bit of white to the background and kind of outline the turtles a little bit. I'm using my white impasto paint, and you can use any type of white acrylic paint for this, or white gesso. It doesn't have to be this one. I'm just going to outline it. But first I want to add a little bit of water. It's important to add the water because the impasto paints are really thick. So it just helps to kind of blend it in. And that way you can like add it to the background. So I'm going to be careful. Maybe this is a little bit too wet, but I'll be careful around it. I don't want to, oops, let me get a wipe. I don't want to cover everything. I want to have some of it around, but I do want around the turtle. I might have to cover these lines and then make them again, because I want to kind of cover the turtle. Let me put a little bit more of the, I put too much water. I need some paint. So if I'm able to outline the turtle, then you'll be able to see some of the, you'll be able to actually see the turtle better. I'm going to attempt this. And the nice thing is that you get that really nice marbling inside, in between the lines. So you can really see the turtle kind of sticking out from the white background. And I'm going to leave some of the marbling in certain areas because I really love how it looks. And I don't want to remove it. But just trying to kind of outline around the turtle. And if I make a mistake, don't worry about it. You can always go back with the stencil once the white is dry. And you can go ahead and add a little bit more black or fix it somehow. I never worry about that. It can always be fixed. So I'm outlining the turtle, and then I'm just blending the white onto the outside of it, but not covering everything. So that's the key to kind of leaving some of this really nice pattern in the background. I think I've covered up one of the legs here, but oh well, I will fix it. I'm just going to turn this around, that way I can paint the legs on this guy. So although I'm covering most of the marbling, I was able to create this really cool effect with the turtle. I mean, technically it would be cooler if you didn't cover the marbling, but I just wanted to show you what else can be done that way. You could also just leave the marbling the way it is and not do anything to it, and it still looks absolutely amazing. So it's nice to just, you know, have so many options to do with the marble. I took a smaller paintbrush and just want to get in between here, just easier to get in here. And of course, any mistakes I make, I'm going to later on fix with the stencil by putting it on again. But I just wanted to get in here closer to the body of the turtle without having to make too many mistakes, although I'm still making some, but it's still easier with a smaller paintbrush. I'm going to dry this really well, and then I'm going to add the stencil back on and fix any mistakes I had made. I'm going to place the stencil right on top of the turtle to see if I missed any spots. See, okay, perfect. I have it perfectly on, and I think there's some places here in the leg that I missed. Let's see, anywhere else? Maybe here. I think the little turtles were harder to do, so those are the ones that I kind of screwed up more. Okay, there we go. Oh, the end here too. So that's good. And then I'm going to put the little turtles. There we go. I think I have it placed properly. And I just need to blend in the arm and this leg that kind of disappeared. There we go. So anything can be fixed, as I said. Let me put it on this one now. And as you can see, I missed the arm there. And all I have to do is just fix that one arm that I didn't get. There we go. That white that you see there, that's part of the marbling. It wasn't me putting white on it. And finally, I want to fix this last turtle, which actually I don't think I did too much to it, but just in case, just here in the arms. Okay, there we go. And then what I want to do is I want to then now add these flowing things that are really cute. So I think I can add them over here. So wait, this turtle goes like this, so this is easy to add. So I'm just adding them right where they were before. This one was sort of here. I need a little bit more black, and I might add some more too, because I can actually move the stencil around. But I'll start with these ones. Just have to be careful not to put too much. And here as well. Okay, now it just needs to have, these ones are not proper. I might have to cover those. I made a mistake there. Okay, I might add one here. This is what I mean, that you can always fix things or cover things if you don't get them the proper way. This one can go here. I like it that they flow this way, so that looks nice that way. Okay, and now I need to just go back and fix some of the white because I made a mistake. This one is not correct. So you go back and forth and you fix things until you're happy with the results. And that's basically how you do it. So for example, here I went over the black, and this part is not correct. The face is supposed to, it kind of has to contour the face, and it didn't do that. Okay, so I'm just going to dry this so I can add that one again. Okay, so I'm just going back with that stencil and just going to put that little swirl on around the face of the turtle, which I got in the wrong position before. So that's basically more or less the layout. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of water to this, maybe a little bit more black, I'm not sure. I want to add some splatters to the background. I'm going to heat set this, and then using my black Marabu art crayon, I'm going to create a border. I always talk about my border. I love borders. And you have to blend it a little bit. I want to create a black border around it. I like framing things. And I always talk about this, that it's not necessary for people to do it if they don't want to. It's all up to them. I just like doing that because I find it gives it like some life. It really centers everything, and it's really important for me to do that. But as I said, you don't have to if you don't want to. So I really like this. And now all I want to do is just add a little bit of color. And I'm thinking that it needs color kind of in these waves. And I'm gonna bring back like these art crayons. You could use gelatos, you could use any type of crayon that you want. And just add a little bit of this color here. I kind of feel like it needs a little bit of color. Let me add the other green as well. And some of the purple. And since this is like paint, it's not reacting to it. So it would have been nice if the marbling would have stayed, and I do see it in some places, but most of it kind of got covered by the white. So it's okay if you add some color to it with something else as well. I love color. I love adding color to things. It's really important for me. And these are really some of my favorite colors. The turquoise, the green, purple. I tend to choose them a lot. So I think that's why you see them so much in my layouts. But I do use some like oranges, and I do use oranges and yellows and purple. I mean orange, yellows, and reds as well. So it's not like I don't use those. So I really like this. It's really, really pretty. I love the marbling effect of it. Now, before adding a sentiment, I want to journal a little bit on this. And maybe I can do it around the turtle. Let's see. So I write around it. It's kind of mismatched. I don't really write in order because I don't want people to be able to read it. It's kind of a message for myself, so I go in all directions. That way people cannot understand what I'm writing. I am going to grab a jelly roll pen, and I think I'm going to outline the turtle a little bit. It would be cool if we could like outline this. It might take too long and I might not have the patience, but maybe a little bit just to outline the design. I mean, the design is not perfect because the stenciling didn't come out perfect, but that's okay. I think that it kind of got lost a little bit when I added the journaling, so I can bring it back by highlighting this. The white is not working strong enough. I want to add a little bit of it with my paintbrush. The white is not strong enough. In between, I'm going to add a little bit of it with a paintbrush. Once I started art journaling, I realized that it was taking away from the design, so I needed to kind of have a little bit of that white separating it. So that's it, and now I'm just going to heat set it and then add the sentiment. So I'm adding 2 words from the Tim Holtz Small Talk words. I recently realized I have these, so it's perfect for adding different words. You just have to find the ones that fit what you're thinking at the moment. Mine is called Soulful Voyage. I feel like I'm always on some kind of voyage, like the turtle. So that's perfect. I just need to seal this a little bit, as always, with some gel. And just so it doesn't move, but I don't want to, I don't want to dirty it. I don't want it to move before it's done. And actually, I just thought of something. I could add a few details here on the arms of this turtle, this baby turtle. Same with this one. I think it would look nicer. And I'm thinking I might add also some white splatters while I'm at it. But the white splatters will be more in the edges here. So it's nice to just combine the black and the white. It really helps to give a movement to the layout. Splatters give a movement, as well as different embellishments. And I find myself that I do fill out like layout a lot. Like I do tend to fit everything on it. Like a lot of people just kind of leave a lot of white space, but I tend to not do that. I can outline it actually with this one. There we go. And then all you have to do is pop it back into your art journal. This is as my Joggles discount art journal, and this is the one that I've been working on a while for it, which is like horizontal, and they're all one-page spreads. So all I do is just pop it back in. Sorry, it's a little bit wet still. And there, that's it. So that's really easy. That's why I always say I love these journals. I have like different sizes of them because I just love creating in them and then being able to take it out and working on a flat surface and then putting it back in. So I hope you liked my video today. So if you want to see the video on how to marble, please press it at the end of this video. You will see the one about marbling and also the art journal that I made last week. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends on social media. For more inspiration, subscribe to my channel. And if you want to get notifications of when my videos come up, all you have to do is press the little bell beside the subscribe button, and then you'll get notified every time I upload a video. Thank you so much and have an amazing day. Bye.